With that,
Can
folks?
you explain why the president interacted with so many of his son's foreign business associates? More than half of voters told CNN they believed the president was involved and he lied. You can't have a response to that, Karine?
Will the president cooperate fully now that Speaker McCarthy has pulled the trigger on an impeachment inquiry?
So I'm going to refer you to my colleagues over at the counsel's office on any specifics to the inquiry. Certainly not going to speculate on what has been a baseless inquiry that the House Republicans can't even really defend themselves, and that many House Republicans have said they couldn't support their own votes. So again, I'm going to refer you to my White House counsel on any specifics.
Sorry, and on
on impeachment, you just mentioned House Republicans' baseless claims. How confident are you that there will be no evidence that incriminates President Biden and Hunter's business dealings as this goes forward?
You know, I just talked about Bidenomics. I just talked about what the president's going to do tomorrow, really deliver a major speech, something that the American people want to hear about. What are we doing to improve their lives, work on the economy? You see Republicans in Congress, right? They have spent all year investigating the president. That's what they have spent all year doing, and have turned up with no evidence, none, that he did anything wrong. I mean, that is what we've heard over and over again from their almost year-long investigation, and that's because the president didn't do anything wrong. Even House Republicans have said the evidence does not exist. House Republicans have said that. To my friend in the back who just yelled at, which is incredibly inappropriate, but House Republicans have said that it doesn't exist. Their own investigation have actually debunked their ridiculous attacks. And the only reason Speaker
You just brought up the lack of a vote. Does the White House view this impeachment inquiry as legitimate, given that there has not been a vote to open it?
So, Nancy, I appreciate the question, but I actually, from what I just laid out, Republicans haven't made it pretty clear just how illegitimate this is. They've made that very clear. This is an entire exercise of how to do this in an illegitimate way. And again, it's a political stunt, and it is going after the president politically, not about the truth. There's no truth here.
So if you don't view it as legitimate, does that mean that the White House doesn't believe it needs to comply with requests that come as a result of this inquiry?
So look, I'm going to let the counsel's office, my colleagues there, speak to this, but I've been very clear. We believe this is we're certainly not going to speculate on any baseless accusations, right? As we have seen from the Republicans in the House.
Karine, can you describe how President Biden reacted to the impeachment decision by the
I don't have anything.
Speaker?
I don't have anything to share about the president's reaction to this. All I can tell you is the president's focus on the American people, hardworking American people. You'll see him in a few minutes when he speaks to his cancer cabinet, and then you'll certainly hear from him tomorrow with the Bidenomics.
On the memo that was sent out to news organizations about covering this impeachment inquiry, can you give us some background into the decision-making of why you thought sending that was necessary?
I'm going to leave that to the White House counsel from my colleague who sent that memo. Just laid out really kind of specifically as to how we see this process has moved forward, how there is no evidence